that is a GG. Yep. Wow, good game. Wow, those were a ton of spells. Hello YouTube, welcome to this fine day. Today we are going to have a look at Eruth Tormented Prophet in Historic Brawl. This deck aims to win by slinging a bunch of spells and dealing 25 damage to the opponent's face. This is not a Storm deck, this is more of a Spellslinger deck, indicated by the fact that we play cards like Electrostatic Field or Firebrand Archer. The reason why this is not Storm is because what ends up happening, and like the way Storm plays out, Eruth does not fit into that general game plan. If we would play Storm, sometimes you just jam your cards like a Vadrik Storm, for example. That's like the best example. Check that video out if you haven't seen it yet. We sometimes just slam Vadrik on 3 in Vadrik Storm, and then win on turn 4, right? Because we know we are fairly certain that the opponent does not have interaction. If the match, however, if it's very, very interactive, what you're going to do is you're going to be very, very patient and wait until 7 mana, then play Vadrik and win on the same turn. And this inability to be patient with your cards when Eruth is on the battlefield is not very very Storm-like in that regard. Also, one of the huge problems is Storm needs way more mana than your general Spellslinger build. Obviously, this deck can just burn a ton of mana, right? But like Storm needs more than just being able to play 10 cards in a turn. Like Storm needs to be able to play the whole deck in one turn. So the problem with that is the way Storm decks currently achieve the mana generation is obviously through cards like Birgi or something like that, but you can't have those every single game. What you're gonna do is you play something like a discard draw create treasures effect, like Pirate's Pillage, and then you're going to copy that over and over. But you cannot play these discard draw effects in this deck, because if you pop off with Eruth, you don't have enough cards in your hand to discard, because you're not going to put any more cards with Eruth onto the hand, except if you play something like a Seeded Truth, right? So you can't play cards like Brainstorm if you're empty-handed. That's just draw 6 and don't put anything back, which is amazing. But you can't play something like a Cathartic Reunion in this deck, which makes her not optimal in my opinion. So as general choices, we have pretty much all the ping you when I play a non-creature or instant sorcery effects. We have cards like Terrarion and Chromatic Sphere, and those effectively act like mini Galvanic Relays, because we can play those early, and sometimes we just have a dead draw with Eruth, exile top 2, and then no card draw in there, and then we can just crack a Terrarion, crack a Chromatic Sphere or something similar. Like, that's also the reason why we play something like Radical Idea. Just use those and then proceed to start your draw engines, because then you can just chain 1 mana draw 2 into 1 mana draw 2 into 1 mana draw 2, ping the opponent to death. As for the rest of the deck, we have a bunch, and with that I mean a total of 6 cost reducers and or mana producers, so something like a Storm-Kiln Artist, Birgi, Baral, those kinds of cards to make our cards cost cheaper. We have a Dorrit the Perfect Pet, well, more Sprite Dragon, because of that skin, right? And that allows us to push some damage in the air. I don't really play the prowess 1-drops that don't have flying or any form of evasion, so I usually just stick with these kind of cards. Other than that, we have some reach with Roiling Vortex, also blocking off their life gain, and some of the more specific cards to Eruth that are really good. Something like an Experimental Frenzy is extremely good, because we do not play our cards from hand anyways. And an Inspired Idea is also extremely nice, because what ends up happening is we have a reduced maximum hand size to 4, but we don't care because we don't have cards in hand. And Seeded Truth, being played from exile, is just put 3 cards into hand, and that's one of the few ways we can actually put cards back into our hand, because this does not draw. Also, Eruth is extremely good against Narset because we don't draw cards, so that is pretty fun. Anyways, I hope you will enjoy this deck, and please like and subscribe. Really helps me out. Let's go. We are ready to play against Chandra Torch of Defiance, and this is not the greatest matchup for us. Do we at least go first? Because that is extremely important. Like, they can just remove all of our burn pieces and then we don't have much to show, but we will see. We will see. I think they go first, right? Because, like, either they're loading extremely long into the game. Yeah, opponent goes first. Wait, that's such a cool card back. Yo, that's sick. Anyways, them going first is obviously not amazing, because then if they have a mana rock, or even if they don't have a mana rock, they can just play Chandra minus kill Eruth. It's not great. Okay. Last turn here. Can't play anything anyways, because we can't target a creature with this. That's why we can't draw a card of it. Off it, I mean. Oh. Is that good enough to be lightning striked? I think it is. So let's see. There are more thirsts than the Thirst of Discovery, but the reason why I only play this and the reduced maximum hand size one, because sometimes you want to hold like one of your last cards in hand. Like, you maybe have like 1 or 2 cards left in hand from before you played Eruth, and you kind of don't want to discard them. So that's the reason why I only play Thirst and the new one that reduces your maximum hand size. So the question is, they missed their land drop, which is huge. They probably have bolts in hand. Could go with Eruth. The next one I don't do too much. I really want to play this Kasich Flame Breather, but probably will get removed, right? Okay, let's try to cycle this at the very least. Like, okay, perfect. Ah, don't kill it. On it, please. Okay, they killed it. Lightning bolt. Okay, that's out of their hand. Now, okay, Chandra's Spitfire. I could just like YOLO the Eruth, but what does my next turn look like anyways? Could go Electromancer, Thirst. Eruth the Wizard's Lightning is probably also just a good play. Like, if they remove the Eruth now, but if they top deck another land, man, unfortunate. They probably just play Chandra at minus here. Question is, do I get rid of the Chandra here, or do I get rid of... Probably get rid of the Chandra, right? Because if I top deck a land, it's just amazing for us. Yep. Commander for commander, but they win that trade effectively. Okay, top deck a land. That would be the optimal thing here. That is exactly not a land. Let's Thirst, I guess. I don't have a basic land. I feel like I don't need this Underworld Breach, but maybe I really do need it. Blue Electromancer, go. If they don't draw land here, I'm probably just going to jam Eruth. Wait, didn't the opponent go first? Are they just top decking lands after lands after lands now, or did they just forget to play one of the lands? Okay, that is not amazing for us. Honestly, I can just wait on this Eruth now. I probably want to skewer the Spitfire. I just stop the bleed. Pass turn. Kind of hope that, like, this, if they just jam Chandra, Okay. They get another Chandra. Which one is that? That's a pre-con Chandra, right? Does it remove Eruth though? That's the only question. Is it a Chandra that kills Eruth? It is not a Chandra that kills Eruth, so that is amazing. Okay, where do you go from here? Burning Hands. Let's play this. I suspect that... Ah, man. Like, their commander just kills our commander over and over and over, and I don't think that is too great for us. Gonna lie. If they would have done it the other way around, they could have just played this Chandra as well, right? Man. Yeah, I think that's unfortunate. That's a good game. GG. We are playing against Nif Mizzet Perun. And opponent goes first, but Izzet has a hard time removing a 4 toughness creature. And we do have the turn to Eruth. Problem is, if they decide to just hold up mana on 2. Like, if we went first, this would be insane, because they can't really interact with Eruth too much. But as is, that's a bit problematic, I think. Yep, Temple of Epiphany. Tormented is also one of those cards in this deck. I'm not too sure how great it is, to be perfectly honest. But it's a card that I'm willing to try out, basically. Oh, perfect, perfect. Nice. Eruth, go. Nobody plays Demon Bolt, right? This could not possibly be a Demon Bolt. Please tell me that's not a Demon Bolt opponent. That would make me very, very sad if that was a Demon Bolt. I can actually go with Torben on turn 3 and then just swing in for 4 with Eruth to try to win next turn of all that burn. I think that's reasonable. No way. Oh, okay, perfect. This comes into play tapped. Honestly, I'd rather play an untapped land, go... I can go land, strike a dredge to set up Mox Amber, Chromatic Sphere, and then I need my mana here. Mox Amber. Should have played Mox Amber first to see if it even resolves, right? But if it doesn't resolve, yeah, if it doesn't resolve, I would have played Sphere and Den of the Bugbear tapped. I think. Okay, it resolves. So I think resolving the Sphere is more important than the Strike Bridge. So let's just do exactly that. Yep. Sure, we can swing in now, because we've used our mana from the Mox Amber. I don't know. I think we swing in. Like, there's no way they have something that deals with Eruth here, right? Not really. Okay, swing in for 2. Every point of damage matters in this deck, like, actually. So we exiled one of our cards, but we played one of them, so this was like a normal draw. But it's fine. Throne of Possibility, sure. I hope they tap out. Like, maybe just Mana Rock, that would be the play I really want to see here by them. Okay. Mana Rock to play Nif next turn. Maybe. Please. they don't do that, I think I'm just gonna jam the... Oh, yeah. I'm just going to jam the Torbrand. Yep. Torbrand probably gets countered. That is fine. We get 2 draws off of Eruth, and if we don't, we get in a bunch of damage here. Yep. And... yeah. I think we can take it slow. Like, considering that they did not counter this Torbrand, they can't play Niv next turn. I feel super safe here. I think we just hold off, chill, relax, and kill them next turn. Probably removing Torbrand, right? Crackle with power. Okay. Yeah, that's a reasonable card to destroy. I agree, opponent. Okay. Okay. Replay Vance. Underworld Breach. Skewer? Probably, right? Don't see how that's not the play. But then I can just crack this, maybe get a land. Okay, I think it's time to crack the sphere. Get a... I think, yeah, I need to play Replay Vance now. Because this needs to be my second or first spell in the turn. And yeah, Eruth can't block this turn. There's my land. God damn it. Okay. Play a land from hand. And I think just Dorid Perfect Pet plus Spikefield Hazard may just be the best thing to do here. Okay. We swing in. That's quite sad. We also don't have a draw engine on the field right now. But if they play Niv, they... Okay, Chandra Awakened Inferno. Wow, 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 wow. That is so brutal for us. Okay. Broiling Vortex is so good though. Okay, Storm-Kiln Artist, Broiling Vortex, and just go face. I'm just going to hold this Skull Shatter Smashing for the Niv if it comes down. Okay, but the Roiling Vortex will hopefully just kill them here. Like, is it maybe bounces the Vortex and then counters it? Right, but other than that, they can't really deal with it. Just play Niv, I know you want to. They probably -2 on the Artist. Okay, they go for this. It's fine. Oh. But I have to let you know, opponent, Rolling Vortex triggers again. You can't take too many extra turns now, can you? Yeah, this is not going in their favor. Man, Rolling Vortex just... I know the 3-mana burn spell would have done the same, but just in general, this card is really carrying right now. Prismari Command, Dualcaster Mage. They really need to find an answer for this because it is not an artifact. And I believe we have won the game. That's pretty great. Yeah, so against Is It Control, that was pretty good. Pretty good, not gonna lie. Okay, you go back to the command zone. We take 1 damage from the rolling and 1 damage from the Chandra here. And we draw the lightning bolt anyways. GG! We are ready to play against the Gitrock monster. And this is a hand without blue. But maybe. I should have mulliganed this for sure, but oh well. I wanted to end the festivities there, Land Wolves. That was my plan. Okay. Oracle of Moldiah. That's gonna get Pillar of Flame. Ooh, look who it is on curve. Damn, just a shame. I think we just go with Eruth here, right? Just get a ton of value. Ah, they got the land off the top. There is a Bloodsheath's Thirst and an Hour of Promise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, they already have 5 different ones. They shuffle away with the Bloodsheaths, but they get the Field of the Dead, which is honestly not that bad considering our commander cost is a 2/4. And they shuffle the Bloodsheaths away, so I don't think that's too bad of a deal. They get a few zombies, but in general I'm probably going to kill them before they can kill me. That is a Storm the Festival. That is actually a pretty nice card for the combo version. Yeah, I think I should play that in my combo list as well. Yeah, land, runaway, and I'm probably going. Man, if I had like 1 more damage on the end of festivities, that would be good. I'm just trying to think what matters more, the 1 damage or the 1 mana. Probably mana always matters more, right? Okay. Now we can chill a bit. Also, the Static Discharge, getting it back with Finale now is 4 damage, so we can actually just Pillar of Flame. Oh no, you guys know what I can do? This is unfortunate sorcery, but I think it's just better to wipe their board of zombies with End the Festivities, Finale, End the Festivities. But I don't have an instant in hand right now, and that is the biggest problem. Don't do it! They did it. They actually did it. Okay. I need 1 more mana. I do have that mana though. I'm currently trying to wrap my head around if I can go Finale and Eruth this turn. So I have 6 mana right now. This. So End the Festivities is 1 mana. Goes up to... Okay, and then the Finale. So that costs 3 and gives us 3, right? Yeah, so we can just wipe their board here. Maybe I could just wipe the Gitrog monster as well. But I think that's overall... Oh, I can just wipe their whole board clean, right? I think that's just more valuable. No, I can't wipe their whole board clean. Oh, I can. Okay. So now we hold full control. Oops, cancel you. Finale for x equals 1. Submit 0, submit. Yep. Get you. Float the mana. End the festivities again. Resolve. And now we can just finish you off with a Pillar of Flame. Yep. Ancestral Anger on you. And then we can, in theory, just play Eruth, or we can go Shatter Skull, right? And this is the big question. Which ones of those is the winning line? They can draw a ton of cards here, but likely it's just the Eruth. Yeah. And we swing with the Steepkin, but because I don't think they will block this with the Gitrog. And if they do, I'm actually super fine with that. Okay, we swing it for 2, perfect. So they can sacrifice 1, 2 lands. They missed 1 mana. They could have just floated their mana from this and use it for the Field of Ruin, drawing 1 more card. Bloodchief's Thirst, they drew it, but I mean, what you gonna do? Nissa, Vital Force, they swing it for 11. 11, oh no. And the Murderous Rider, okay, they drew it basically all. And I do not think I can win this next turn. I do not think I can hold them off 1 or 2 more turns. They're not swinging with the Swamp. Has haste, opponent, has haste. But that's a GG. That's a close game. We are ready to play against Nafri, Betrayal King? Something like that. Narfi, Betrayal King. Oh, yeah. I like this hand a lot, actually. A bit more red would be nice, because most of our cards are red, but Chromatic Sphere can fix that during crucial turns. The Mere Zombie's got a lot of support in the recent sets. We are just still missing a commander for this, because a 5-mana Anthem is not very exciting. I think I would have loved to see something better in that regard. Anyways, I think they have a 2-drop. Oh, check for traps takes the Rowan. Otherwise, I would have loved to like maybe ultimate the Rowan. Man, that is unfortunate. Oh, I think I will just go with the Runaway though now. Yeah, seems good. Just pile up a bit of mana and then hopefully get value out of Eruth immediately. I'm wondering right now if the Inspired Idea is just safe to shoot off now. Or maybe hold it, because I probably need to discard a bunch of cards here, right? So my maximum hand size is 4. Let's do it. I think I have to discard 1 or 2 cards, right? Yep. And I'm going to cycle this Ryle here now. Just to have the mana for a later turn, basically. No attacks, and I will discard a land, I believe. Okay, sure. Kind of really wanna let this Eruth stick on the board. To have instants in my graveyard. Like, that's the biggest problem with Finale in this deck, having instants. No, excuse me. Let's see. Land. It's fine. Entling. It is a zombie. And they discard, draw, discard, discard, draw. They draw a card and then they discard a card. Yep, let's play Commander. And I think this is the time to play Eruth. And I would love to just static discharge their face and just go face. I think that's the best way to do it. Yep. And I could crack this Chromatic Sphere immediately. That's 3 mana. That's difficult. I think I can just wait 1 turn. And even if they kill the Eruth, I can just... if they kill the Eruth, I can just replay her and then, like, Crack Steam can replay. Sure, that's all fine and dandy. I would love for them to get a land and just play the commander. That would be my dream here. I know you want to play him. I know you do. Champion of the Parish too, that's not great for me. I smell a removal spell coming my way. Maybe they want to just keep up the Endling activations. But other than that, it's likely removal for Eruth. Oh no, it's Kefnet. Okay, that's arguably a better play than the commander as well. Oh, Kefnet is a zombie, true! Okay, we start with Burn to the Face, I guess. Yeah, let's start with Burn to the Face. and then we can light up the stage. We can play those cards next turn. So Young Pyromancer and Lightning Strike is what we got basically. Okay. I think we draw here and we draw a... yeah, we get blue. Okay, that is also beautiful. Classic Flame Breather. Makes sense. Crash through. Yep. Swing face. Yep. Seems good. Dragon Mantle is also free, I believe. Yep. Beautiful. Now, Steamkin. And we can... yeah, we can just go Anger. Yeah, let's go Anger. And man, we are slinging through this deck. Okay. And we shock the face. Yep. Shoot you. We Lightning Strike face. Yeah, and they're just dead. Because now the finale kicks in. Yep. And then we select 2, right? Yeah, 2 seems great. Because what I can do here is I get the Lightning Strike and the Static Discharge for a total of 7 damage. Well, like, just on that alone. And that is a GG. Yep. Wow, good game. Wow, those were a ton of spells just churning through a deck. Good game. We're ready to play against Angrath. And... oh... I feel like Angrath is just so removal heavy that this kind of hand gets extremely punished if they remove our things. Again, the classic, oh, I hope I draw a blue source, doesn't come up, but I have a Strike and Rich. So I think this is a game where I'm going to take it deceptively slow with a Strike and Rich, but then I'm going to play a Steam-Kiln on turn 2 instead of the Eruth, because that would just totally blow me out. And I think just slowly building up my mana on the Steam-Kiln will help me a lot, and then just try to use all that beautiful Steam-Kiln mana in the same turn I play the Eruth. Roiling Vortex, obviously a great card to reach those last points of damage. Yeah, I smell this from miles away, opponent. The question is, do I want to go with the Electrolyze, the Roiling Vortex, or the Strike and Rich? Strike and Rich is obviously the most mana for the upcoming turns. The Electrolyze is a lot of damage now, and cantrips. And the Roiling Vortex is the most damage over a couple of turns. The Roiling Vortex also allows me to play an Opt, so I think I do like that. Just cantrip with lock. I know the cantrips are really valuable once Eruth hits the field. But as is, I'm not too afraid that I basically... like, I can just get a cantrip later, is what I'm saying. Oh, I was like, wow, that is... but it comes into play tapped, so, yeah. They killed the Steam-Kiln here, unfortunately, with the minus of Angrath. But this is potentially lethal next turn? If I... okay. What do I draw? What do I draw? Oh, god damn it. I'm actually just... this Strike it Rich. Can I cantrip after the Strike it Rich? So Eruth. 2 counters on this. Right? Then... nah, man. They did not have the land. I could go for a long game, but the Ebon Death is killing me. Now this is... So Birgi... Grapeshot. Then I have 3 on this. You can go Strike it, Rich, Eruth. And then I don't have enough mana for Electrolyze because I'm missing blue. Is that correct? Oh, god damn it. This is such a headache. I think I can win next turn if I just Strike it, Rich, here. Next turn, Strike it. Rich, play Eruth, play Birgi, play Eruth. I think that's correct. I think there wasn't like a way to try to pop off this turn. It does feel like, I'm gonna admit it, it's kind of a blend between a Storm deck and a Spellslinger deck. It like a Spellslinger burn deck. It really feels like that. Please, opponent, don't draw removal, don't draw land, don't draw anything that kills the Steamkin. That would be great. That would be really beautiful. Ah, the Steamkin dies, right? Oh, they steal it? But I suspect they don't sacrifice it because they can't kill the Ebon Death. Oh yeah, perfect. Because I couldn't target the creature. Okay. This is a hype moment, a certified hype moment. Birgi, and I think we hopefully win this turn. I take everything back. We are Storm now. And for the love of God, Electrolyze, please get us something beautiful here. I think we just need to go face, right? Yeah. Yep. Please, please, please. 1 mana draw spell, anything. Oh! Yes. Okay, we're popping off. This is pot raising. And even if we don't win, the Galvanic Relay probably has our back. Man. So let's see. If I go Geist Flame Reservoir, I can still play this land. You? Reservoir, discharge. Yeah, works out. Okay. We go static discharge to the face. I think? Yeah, because we can just use the Grapeshot mana here to kill off this Whisper. I think I like to just stay safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, because I currently don't have lethal here with this. Wait, if I put them to... Oh, I had... No, they could have just blocked the... I could have just blocked here and then I wouldn't have had lethal. Right? Yeah. And we will use our mana. Like, I could have had lethal if they didn't block, but I maybe should have sequenced that to give them the opportunity. Okay, they give up on the Galvanic Relay with Storm 8 or 9. And then we burn them out next turn. Wow, that is amazing. GG. We're done with the games. I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. And this is Eruth, Tormented Prophet in Historic Brawl. This deck is, I think, a really cool hybrid of Storm and Burn. As you can see, like, sometimes you just have this whole potential Storm, like, setup. And sometimes you just really burn them out more than you like. Just also swing them with your creatures, just over the course of multiple turns, I'm sorry, right? But again, like, this is not fully Storm and this is not fully Burn, and this is a really, really cool deck, I think. Like, I initially wasn't too high on Eruth as well, but like, playing her, I really like it. Other than that, if you want to play this deck on a budget, The most important pieces are usually just the cost reducers. All these like 1 mana cantrips and burn spells. I think like all the burn spells are really important to just have in general, but most of them are just uncommon, which is nice. The Spellslinger cards are also mostly uncommon. Well, half of them. Like, you really want to run away Steamkin, as you've seen in the games. This thing is an absolute house in this deck, especially because we have 81% red cards. We don't really play that many like blue exclusive cards, to be precise. 1, 2, 7, and that's it. All the other cards are well, and then just Chromatic Sphere and Terrarion, right? But it's amazing. The deck is mostly red, so this card is an absolute house. And you then just look at a pile of just burn after you've crafted the nice cards, and you can just swap out a few cards. Cards like Geistflame Reservoir are just like good insurance into the late game, but you can maybe play. To be honest, just a 5-mana Haste Dragon also does the trick in killing the opponent, well, like finishing them off, to be precise. I really enjoyed this deck. Hope you really enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow.